Welcome, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Bearded IT Dad, where we give you advice and insight on how to grow your career in the IT field. Tonight, we are doing our A plus study group. We are doing a study group for the 1100 series or 1100 series CompTIA A plus exam. The CompTIA actually hasn't released this exam yet, but all the exam topics are going to be very similar to the current 1000 series. So I figured it's the perfect time, depending on when you're watching this. I don't know which exam's going to be out at that time, but there's going to be so many great topics we're talking about tonight. So make sure and stay tuned. And after the Q&A section or after the study group section, we're going to open up to a Q&A section where you can ask questions about anything in regards to the IT field. So with that said, stay tuned because we're going to talk about that and much more coming up. Welcome back, everyone. And once again, thank you for tuning in. If you are just now tuning in, let me know you guys can hear me okay. This is actually a brand new studio. If you've been following us for a while, you notice this is a totally new place where we're streaming from today. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into today's A plus study group. So, like I said before, this is for the 1100 series exam. Now, if you are still currently studying for the 1000 series exams, don't worry. Everything we're talking about today is also part of the 1000 series. So, no matter what exam you're currently studying for, all this information is applicable. Now, with that said, if you're watching this right after it comes out or live tonight on the live stream, if you are currently studying for your 1000 series exam, don't wait for the new exam to come out. There is plenty of time. CompTIA has stated that they're not planning on retiring the 1000 series exam until October. So, no matter where you are, whenever you're watching this, there's still plenty of time to study and take that exam. And future employers aren't going to care what series of exam you took, if you took the 1000 or the 1100 series. So go out, get certified today. Do not wait. All right. So let's kind of dive on into what this study group is going to look like. Again, this study group will cover core items that will be on the exam in the CompTIA 220, 1101, and 1102 core series A plus exam. The CompTIA A plus certification is comprised of two exams. There is a 1 and 2 exam part to be able you have to pass to get your A plus certification. Uh this study group is not affiliated with CompTIA in any way, and all information I have personally created to help people study for these above exams. You can get a copy of the CompTIA exam objectives on the link on the screen. And also, guys, go check out the description. I have packed the very top of the description with tons of study material and resources out there. There's free material, there's paid material. Make sure and go down to the description, and there is a ton of information. So, uh, more videos and training resources are listed in the description. And after the quiz section, we're going to open up to a Q&A. So if you have any questions at all about the IT career field, you definitely want to stay tuned for the second part of the video where you can ask your questions live and have them answered. Now, if you're watching this on the replay, don't worry. You can still ask any question, put them in the comments below, and I get back to every single one of you. So if you have a question about the IT career field, just put them down in the comments below, and I promise I will get back to you. So with that said, let's dive into our very first question of the night. Now, with these questions, they are listed A, B, C, D on the screen, but I really prefer you guys to put the full answer down in the comments. So reply back just like you're taking the quiz. Don't just put A, B, C, or D down. Actually list out what you think the answer might be. That way I know you're actually understand the question, and try not to Google it. Pretend this is a real exam in a real exam environment. So, list out an explanation to your question. That will get you brownie points here on this exam practice. So, very first question is on the screen. We're going to start off with some easy ones, and they will progressively get a little bit more difficult as the night goes on. First question: when disassembling a laptop, all screws that are needed to be removed will be visible from the bottom of the laptop. True or false? Let me know. When disassembling a laptop, all the screws needed to be removed will be visible from the bottom of the laptop. True or false? Let me know in the comments. Let me fix my chair here. Got quite a few answers coming in. All right. The correct answer is false. Just like my little land was stating, companies like to hide them in odd and end places. Some laptops there is no screws to remove to be able to get to the motherboard. The keyboard actually pries off. So whenever you're disassembling a laptop, make sure to refer to the instruction manual or service repair guide on the proper procedures to open up and disassemble your laptop. All right. Next question. Which of the following is part of every CPU installation? Is it A, a heatsink, B, liquid cooling, C, Wi-Fi, or D, a protective shell? Which of the following is part of every CPU installation? Let me know in the comments below. Oops, I apologize. Okay. Hopefully that's enough time for you guys to answer. The correct answer is a heatsink. Every CPU out there in any standard computer is going to have a heatsink. CPUs, the central processing unit, generate massive amount of heat, and they need a way of dissipating that heat. Now, you might think, well, Dakota, liquid cooling is a way that gaming computers dissipate heat, and you are correct, but not every computer utilizes liquid cooling. So the correct answer on the exam would be A, heatsink. Now, B may have been a correct answer, but it's not the most logical answer. And that's why I put questions like this, because CompTIA would want you to use the most logical explanation and they'll pick the most likely scenario. So while B might be correct, but they're looking for in every CPU installation, and not every computer uses liquid cooling. All right, next question. CPUs are simple to replace, require only a screwdriver for the procedure. True or false? CPUs are simple to replace, requiring only a screwdriver for the procedure. What do you guys think the correct answer is? Let me know. This should be a fairly simple one for you guys, but some people might get stuck, a little confused. They might second guess themselves. They might start doubting themselves. And in situations like this, I always recommend go with your gut feeling. Go with your initial gut response, because more than likely that is the correct response there. So in this scenario, the answer is false. There's several different types of CPU sockets, CPU fastening mechanism, and not all CPUs are alike. In this, there are several CPUs that you need screwdrivers to unscrew. There's some simple hand latches. So in this scenario, the correct answer would be false. Good job to you guys who got that question correct. All right, next question. This is getting into some of the mobile technologies. Mobile technology is definitely something covered. One of the exam objectives for the CompTIA A+. How does an eSIM differ from a SIM? So we're talking about the SIM card inside the phone. Is it A, an eSIM uses less power than a SIM? B, an eSIM is stored electronically in the software? C, a eSIM is embedded in hardware? Or D, eSIM adds extra security to the SIM? What is the correct answer here? Which one of these is correct? Now, this is this is referring to the SIM card in your mobile device, such as a cell phone. It could be a tablet or a phablet. Or it could even be your laptop. Laptops, in fact, do have cellular modem. Some laptops do, and use a SIM card. So in this situation, we are asking, how does an eSIM differ from a SIM card? What one do you think is correct? I have one person saying B, that the card is stored electronically in software. All right, let's just reveal the correct answer. An eSIM is actually embedded in the hardware. So that was a bit of a trick question because, in all honesty, when I first was coming up with this question, I'm like, eSIMs. I just dealt with those recently when I was dealing with my new cell phone. Isn't an eSIM just like an electronic SIM card? Isn't it something to do with software? But it's actually embedded into the hardware. So D is the correct answer. All right, next question. Which device is used to control or supply commands to an IoT device? On this one, I want you guys to choose the best answer. There might be more than one correct answer, but choose the best answer. All right. So, which device is used to control or supply commands to an IoT device? Is it A, Zigbee, B, controller, C, Bluetooth, D, router, or E, Wi-Fi? Which one of the following is used to control or supply commands to an IoT device? Like I said, there might be multiple correct answers or plausible answers, but you are to choose the best answer. CompTIA often does this in their exams, where there might be more than one plausible answer, but you are to choose the best answer. I got a couple different conflicting answers here. These are IoT devices. The IoT device could be anything from your thermostat to your refrigerator to your microwave. IoT is quickly becoming integrated into every part of our day-to-day lives. For those of you who don't know what IoT is, IoT stands for Internet of Things. Often little gadgets like trackers or thermostats or ease of life devices to make our day-to-day living easier. So, all right, the correct answer. Oh, I'm sorry. I even had one more. F, repeater. But you know what? If I didn't show that one, I can tell you it's not F. Okay. The correct answer is B, controller. Now you might say, well, a lot of IoT things are Zigbee devices, and you are correct. But that is not how Zigbee is a form of communication protocol. It does not supply the commands to the device. Same with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Those two are communication protocols. They do not actually supply the commands. The commands might traverse that medium, but they don't actually issue the commands. So the correct answer would be B, the controller. Good job for those of you who got it right. All right, next question. Which of the following is important to do after coming up with multiple theories that potentially explain the reason for a problem? Should you try and combine those theories into a single test? Discard the first and last theories. Organize the theories for sensible testing. Or ask the end user to review your theories. Which of the following is important to do after coming up with multiple theories that potentially explain reasons for a problem? So this is starting to get into troubleshooting. One of the big things you do when you first enter the IT field, you'll likely get a help desk position. And a lot of the times you are doing troubleshooting tasks. You are trying to figure out why something isn't working. And part of the CompTIA exam is troubleshooting procedures. They want to know how you are going to troubleshoot a problem. A lot of times when you go for a job interview, especially an entry level position, you're going to be presented with a problem and asked to work through your troubleshooting methods. And they're going to want to know how you troubleshoot the actual device. So definitely troubleshooting is a big part of the IT field. And It is definitely an exam objective on the CompTIA A+ exam. Okay, I'm seeing quite a few different answers come in, but the correct answer in this situation would be C, to organize the series or the theories for sensible testing. You obviously don't want to just discard the first and last theories. And a lot of times, if you ask the user to review your theories, they might get frustrated and think and lose their confidence in your troubleshooting capabilities. So the correct answer would be C, to organize the theories for sensible testing. Awesome job, everyone. Let's move on to the next question. Next question, regarding the extended support end of life policy, which of the following is true? A, vendors no longer release bug fixes. B, vendors no longer add new OS features. C, vendors no longer release security updates. Or D, all of the above. So this is talking about end of life policies for operating systems. And specifically, this is a big clue here, the extended support period of end of life policies. That should be a big hint to you guys of what we're looking for. You might be familiar with, not too long ago, Windows 7 became end of life, where it was no longer being supported by Microsoft. And that forced many companies to upgrade to a new operating system. The next operating system at that time, the most popular option was Windows 10. Windows 8 was still a viable option and is still, I do believe, not end of life yet. Of course, the most recent operating system from Microsoft is Windows 11. See quite a few different answers here. Again, I'm going to give you guys a big hint. The extended support period of end of life policy. Let me know in the chat, guys, what you think is the correct answer. All right, we're going to go ahead and reveal the answer. The correct answer is B. So the extended support period, a lot of vendors, and this is not this is not vendor specific, but they will still be releasing bug fixes and security updates. But once it's entered the extended support period of the end of life cycle, most vendors will no longer add new OS features. So the correct answer would be B. All right, let's move on to the next question. Which CD command will take you back to the parent directory? Okay, now we are entering the command prompt, and we are reviewing some of the commands you might use in the command prompt. So we are asking which CD command will take you back to the parent directory. CD, of course, stands for change directory. Is it CD / CD by itself, CD / or CD ... Which of the CD commands will take you back to the parent directory? Let me know in the chat what you guys think it is. Seeing some questions come in, and we will get to the Q&A section after we're done with this quiz section. So if you guys have any questions about the IT field in general or certifications, just make sure and save them for the end of the quiz, and I will get to all of them. Let me know in the chat, guys, what you think is the correct answer for this one. All right, the correct answer is D. CD ... will take you back to the parent directory. Good job, guys guys and girls who answered that correctly. All right, let's keep on blazing on. You guys are doing great in answering. Which dir parameter will sort the output? All right, we are still at the command prompt, and we are looking for which dir parameter will sort the output. Is it A /O? B, is it /P or trigger P, toggle P, /S, or /A? So the dir command, or short for the directory command, will list all the files and that are in a certain directory that you are searching. So which one of these triggers will sort the output? This might be a trick one if you don't use this command often. CompTIA once in a while will throw some of these curveballs at you that expects you to know. So the dir command, which one of these parameters will sort the output? And if you don't know the answer, just take a stab at it. The best thing you can do is not leave any questions blank on the CompTIA exam. You in this situation, you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting the answer right if you just at least take a stab at it. They won't dock you points for answering incorrect. It will be the same as just leaving it blank. So you might as well throw an answer out there, because you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting it correct. That's better odds than you have playing the lottery. So why don't you guys just go ahead and put what you guys think it might be in the chat. All righty. The correct answer is O, sort the output. Good job. Moving on. What are common security issues to be aware of when installing applications? Is it permissions, firewall, antivirus, or all of the above? What are some common security issues to be aware of when installing applications? Let me know in the chat, guys, what you think. What are some common issues to be aware of when you install an application? What are some things that might go wrong when you're installing an application? Seeing a couple answers come on through here. All righty. The correct answer would be D, all of the above. Permissions, firewall, and antivirus should all be on your mind when you're installing a new application. Because when you install the application, if there is something that doesn't work properly, it could be because of one of the following, any of the following. So, correct answer in this situation would be D. All righty. Which of the following would be indicators or symptoms of malware? Choose all that apply. Certificate error on web page. Abnormally slow computer. Unauthorized email sent from user. Or D, wrong website is displayed. And E, drive encrypted and asking for cryptocurrency to unlock. So please let me know, there's multiple answers here, which ones that apply. Which of the following could be an indicator or symptom of malware? Certificate error on web page, abnormally slow computer, unauthorized email sent from user account, wrong website is displayed, or drive encrypted and asking for cryptocurrency unlocked. On this one, since there's so many different possibilities and potentially long answers, it's perfectly fine just to put like A, B, or D, or E. Let me know in the chat which ones you guys think is the correct answer. All righty. Let's go ahead and reveal the correct answer. It is all of them, actually. All the following is an indicator or symptom of malware. So for those of you who answered correctly, good job. All righty, let's keep on moving on. Which of the following is the name of a typical text data type? So we're going to start getting into some programming and scripting languages. So which of the following is a name of a typical text data type? Is it A, a string, B, letters, C, characters, or D, text? Which of the following is the name of a typical text data type? Let me know in the chat. Do you think you know the right answer? So as the CompTIA A+ has evolved, it has started to include more things such as programming languages and scripting languages and things like that. You're going to see more security in the CompTIA A+ exam, and you're going to see a lot more expanded topics and deep dives into certain topics. So this is a perfect example of something you might see on the new CompTIA A+ exam. Alrighty, let's go ahead and reveal the correct answer. And it is a string, a text string you will commonly hear in the field. So good job, everyone. Which loop lets you process data a infinite or a finite number of times? Excuse me. Which loop lets you process data a finite number of times? This is very kind of a specific programming. And if you don't know it, like I said, the best thing you can do is take a jab at it, because especially on these multiple choice questions, because you're not going to lose points for answering it incorrectly. You only can help yourself out. So if you don't know the correct answer, just take a stab at it and take a guess. So which loop will let you process data a finite number of times? A while loop, for each loop, integer loop, or a for loop? Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, you might not know the answer to it, and that's perfectly fine. Just take a stab at it. A couple different answers. I see an a while loop, and a D, a for loop. All right, let's go ahead and reveal the correct answer. Oh, I apologize. I mixed these up. The correct answer is for loop, which was D. So for those of you who answered D or said for loop, you got it 100% correct. It's a for loop. Lets you process a finite number, or process a loop a finite number of times. Good job, everyone. Okay, we're getting toward the end of our study group. So if you have any questions about the IT career field, get them ready and to drop in the chat, because once we're done with the quiz, we will answer any questions you guys might have about the IT career field, certifications and whatnot. So, alrighty. It is okay to use technical jargon with an end user to make yourself seem like an authority when it comes to IT issues. True or false? So we're starting to get into some of the personal or soft skills, and that is very much an exam objective on the CompTIA A+ and is a big factor in the IT career field. Soft skills are one of the most important skills you'll have nowadays in the IT career field. So having good soft skills and good people skills and a good ability to communicate with others will take you a very far and very long way in the IT career field. So is it okay to use technical jargon with an end user to make yourself seem like an authority when it comes to IT issues? Well, that should be a no-brainer. The answer is false. Alrighty. When you arrive at a job site, what should you do first? Should you unplug the receptionist's computer? Go straight to the reporter and let them know that you are there? Call your manager to discuss the issue, or get straight to work on the problem? So when you arrive on a job site, what should you do first? Again, this is a soft skills question. This is, a procedural based question. What would the best thing as soon as you arrive on a job site, you've got a trouble ticket of someone saying, "Oh, my computer's not working," or the internet's not working. What is the very first thing you should do when you arrive on that job site? Let me know in the comments below. I preach this all the time. Soft skills are the most important skill in the IT field. If you don't need a degree, you don't need certifications, you don't need prior experience, but you absolutely must have good people skills to be successful in this career field. So if you said go straight to the reporter and let them know that you were there, that is the best and most polite thing to do in this situation. And absolutely, that is the correct answer. Okay, I believe this next one is our last question. It is a very important one because no matter how good you think you are in your career, at some time you will make a mistake, and how you handle that situation will define your career. So, owning up to a mistake is considered being what? Accountable, punctual, confident, or flexible. What do you guys think is the best thing to do when you make a mistake? It should be a no brainer and an easy one for everyone, but it is definitely something to consider when you're entering the IT field. So let me know in the chat below. And if you guys have any questions at all, now's the time to start dropping them in the chat and I will start getting to them. All right. The correct answer here is A, accountable. Amazing job, everyone. I really enjoy doing these A+ study groups. They are so much fun, um, to do, and I love interacting with everyone for these questions and everything. So great job, everyone. We are going to try to stick to a schedule of doing an A+ study group once a month, every single month. It will be the first Monday of the month. This month we got a little bit behind, or sorry, the first Sunday of every month. The first Sunday, every Sunday we do a live stream, and the first Sunday of every month will be an A+ study group. This week we moved into our new studio here. We're not quite all the way set up still, so it didn't happen. So that's why we're doing it tonight on a Monday. So great job, everyone. If you have any questions at all about the IT field, whether it's certifications, job opportunities, should you do in the IT career, let me know in the chat and I will answer them live on the stream. If you're watching this on the replay, put your questions down in the comments and I get back to every single one of you guys. I don't have a single unanswered comment. So one second here. I think it's time for a new desk chair. This chair keeps on slowly lowering. Let me go back to the beginning of chat, see if I missed anything. Alrighty. So first question here. Let me see. the, the hat is missing. Absolutely no. My lighting's really weird, and when I put my hat on like I normally wear, it casts a big old shadow on my face. I know. So let's see. I saw a question here. Okay. I've already studied for the current A+. What exam should I take, the old or the newer one? Definitely take the old one. Take the old one right away. The new ones I don't think is even available to take yet, and you'll get the same A+ certificate. There's my A+ is even still current. No matter whether you take the old exam or the new exam, you're gonna get the same certification. So why don't you just make it easier on yourself and take the old one? Is my thought process behind it. So I highly recommend go out right away, take the old exam. I do believe it is sometime in October when CompTIA has decided to retire the current 1000 series exam. So definitely go take the current 1000 series, and it'll be easier for you, and you'll get the exact same credit and certification. So, all right. Next question. Currently in school for IT, but I want to start working as well. Would it hinder my career starting in electronics repair shop, phones, PC, rather than an entry-level help desk position? Not necessarily. You are still building customer service experience. You're still working with technology. It's not going to hinder you at all. My question to you is, why wouldn't you just try to go ahead and jump into the help desk position? If you're currently going to school for IT, you are more than qualified to get into an entry-level help desk position. So I'd recommend trying to jump into that now. Why not? It's going to probably pay more. They might pay for some of your schooling, on some of your certifications, depending on the employer. So I absolutely would go to try to get a job in the current help desk. If I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't get a job repairing phones and stuff like that. Again, you're still building that customer service experience. Um, but why don't you just go ahead and go big and go jumpstart your career is what I'm getting at. So hopefully that answered your question. If you have any more or need any more details, let me know. If you guys have any questions at all, please make sure and feel free to drop them in the chat and I will answer them now. If you're looking for more resources for the CompTIA A+ exam, I've listed a whole bunch just down in the description at the very beginning of the description even. Go check out those resources. There's tons of great training there, paid, free. There's book recommendations, there's video recommendations, YouTube recommendations, tons of stuff there. So also, if you guys are not a member of our Discord community yet, definitely go. There's a link down in the description to join our Discord. We are we're quickly building a great community. I think we're almost at 300 members there. There's almost always someone on there. If you have any questions at all, you can drop them in the Discord and there's someone there to answer them. We have other fellow YouTubers, podcasters in the tech field that are constantly in our Discord answering questions. So definitely is a great place for information. Yeah, you're welcome for the answer. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. This is the place to get your questions answered. Um, and for those of you who are new to the channel, and would like some more background on me, my name's Dakota. I am currently the director of network operations for a local internet service provider. I've been in the IT field officially now for about 4 years. Um, within 3 years, I was able to go from an entry level help desk position all the way to a director level position. And it took a lot of skill, a lot of hard work, but it is a completely achievable career path for you. So there's a lot of good there. I try to create videos to help give people advice and build skills in the IT field. And this study group was one of them. It is how I try to put it's how I try to help people advance their career. So, I used to be a bulldozer operator before I entered IT. I used to work a lot of production jobs, just doing jobs to put food on the table, keep a roof over my family's head, but I was never happy. I was never satisfied with what I did until one day I finally had enough and decided to change my career and change and follow my dream, follow my passion of technology and helping people. I've kind of stolen this from someone else, but I really think it applies to me. Technology is my passion, helping people is my purpose. And that's what I want to do with this YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow it to be able to help as many people as I can follow their dreams in the IT career field. So grumpy people like me like to hang out in the Discord and geek all over the things. Absolutely. My little land, which is also another YouTuber. He has some very interesting videos out there, but you should definitely join the Discord to listen to grumpy people like him. He has tons of great advice. He is very knowledgeable and very helpful to the community, and is a great asset and a great contributor. I appreciate him a lot. Napalm Death Monkey, welcome. Another great active member in our Discord community. Has tons of insightfulness and tons of great feedback. Always finds my errors in my posts. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys are just tuning in, I see quite a few people starting to join the stream. Welcome. We just did our monthly CompTIA A+ study group, and now we've moved on to our Q&A section of the live stream. So if you have any questions at all about the IT career field, now's the time to put them in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, of course, make sure and put them in the comments and I will get back to you. All right, let's keep on going on. Next question. To answer your question about the help desk, I don't know. Honestly, a help desk job seems a lot more intimidating to me. I'm really working on knowledgeable in repair and building electronics. So the earlier question is was nay Nay is currently in school but wants to start working as well. Would it hinder my career starting in electronic repairs, phones, PC, rather than a entry level help desk position? And I suggested to just go ahead and jump into that entry level help desk position. It does seem very intimidating, and imposter syndrome would is a big thing and is a real thing. You feel like an imposter, but you mentioned you're already studying for IT, and I will tell you, when I entered the IT field, I had no college education, no IT certifications, no prior work experience at all in the field. But I was able to land a $50,000 a year job here in the US, which is a fairly decent salary. But I was able to land a $50,000 a year job with no prior work experience, no certifications, no college education. I was a college dropout. Um, you can do it too. It is not as hard as people think. To get an entry level help desk position, and working at that entry level help desk position will build you experience in the field, and experience goes really far. 'Cause once you get that 1 to 2 years of experience in an entry level position, so many doors will start opening for you. Really, you can start doing so many great things in the IT field once you get that 1 to 2 years experience on the help desk. You can really start branching out into networking. You can go into system administration, server, cloud, security, just by getting that initial experience on the help desk. So, if you are thinking about jumping into the field and going to work, doing something IT related, definitely just jump 2 feet in. And there's a movie, and not everyone has seen it nowadays. I got to remind myself. It's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where he's standing on this cliff, and it looks like he's staring down into this big old cavern, this big old abyss. And he keeps on saying to himself, "You got to take a leap of faith." I don't know the exact line, but he just closes his eyes and steps out, and starts to fall. And there's a ledge there that he can't see. You got to take that leap of faith and put yourself out there. Otherwise, you'll never be successful. You'll always be like, what if? What if I just did that? What if I just took that leap of faith? And you might be saying, what if I fail? Yeah, what if you fail? Oh well, you pick yourself back up and just keep on marching on. Because there might be that one opportunity, that one employer that does say yes, and that jumpstarts your career and shaves years off your career journey, and you start making serious money. It is possible within 3 years to be making over 6 figures in the IT field. You know how I know? Because I did it. I went from help desk to director in 3 years. And to this day, I have no college education. I have an A+ certification, which is nothing for a director, and 3 years of experience. So take that leap of faith and put yourself out there and start working. It will do wonders for your career. Okay, there's my rant for the evening. You never worked in customer service? That is fine. You'll build experience as you go. All right, next question. Currently working in a technical support role for a SaaS. Would you say I'm missing out by not taking on help desk role instead? No, you are working in the field. I think you are. It really depends on what your end career goal is, what you want to do. If you want to go into more networking, you'll definitely benefit more. If you want to go into like a systems administrator or something, you'll benefit more from a help desk position. Yes, but it is completely possible to go from your current position into one of those positions. You're not, you're going to miss out on certain things, but you're still moving forward, and you are definitely able to make that jump. So would it be helpful? Probably, to work on the help desk. Probably. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. You can do just fine. But but keep your end goal in mind. Constantly be revisiting it. Start studying for what you want to do. Do you want to work in networking? Do you want to work in the cloud? Do you want to be programming? Do you want to work in security? Start figuring out what you need to do to move yourself forward, and out of that position, because that shouldn't be your forever position. Depending on how long you've been in that position, it might already be time to make the career change and start pursuing your dreams. Start doing the research on what it will take to follow your dream and follow your goals. Let me know, what do you want to do? What do you want to do in the field? And I will give you my personal advice on how to get there. Circuit breaker repair, soldering stuff is really fantastic skill. Do you follow Louis Rosman, uh, board repair stuff? You could go whatever track you want. Absolutely. The only way to fail is never try. Those are, should be anyone who's looking to get into IT career field. Those should be words to live by. So I would consider technical support essentially a help desk. Difference is that you may not have advancement opportunities within the same company, but another may accept that as applied experience. That's a very good point. And yeah, it is essentially the help desk, but you might be missing out on certain broad topics. The help desk can be a lot broader. You get more exposure to different technologies. You might get a little bit of networking, a little bit of system administration, Active Directory, servers, cloud. You kind of deal with it all on the help desk, and you kind of really figure out what you enjoy and what you hate. And that's why I think the help desk is so helpful, is it really helps shape your career path. So you've been at the position for 6 months and pursuing network engineer. Start studying for your CCNA. That's my best advice to you right now. If you're 6 months into that position, stay there for at least another 6 months, a minimum of another 6 months, preferably one more year. Start studying for a certification. Start studying for like your CCNA, your Cisco CCNA. That's a really great entry level certification. You could even do the Network Plus. I just think the CCNA is more known and is really an industry standard when it comes to networking certifications. So start studying for that certification. Go get your CCNA certification. 6 months, that's plenty of time to get your CCNA certification. By the time you have this fresh CCNA certification, start applying for entry level networking positions. That's my advice to you. Thank you for the encouragement. I got my server last month and I am working on my A right now. Definitely, I'll definitely be coming to these study groups. Absolutely. Like I said, we're going to try to do one the first Sunday of every month, an A plus study group. We are live every Sunday afternoon, evening, depending on how the day goes. I'm also trying to put out a recorded video every week. So much has been going on. It hasn't been happening, but some of you that are especially in the Discord might know there's some really cool stuff coming down the pipe. So your videos really motivated me to get started. I'm 23 years old and I don't know how to get started. Where and how do you recommend I should start? Okay. You are in like the prime position. I wish at 23 years old, I knew what I wanted to do. I am slowly sinking down. I apologize, guys. I really need to buy a new desk chair. This thing just can't hold my weight, I guess. Anywho, where to get started? What are you passionate about? What drives you every single day? What do you want to learn? And start studying it. If you don't have currently any on the job experience, I'd say you're going to have to do some time on the help desk. To get into that help desk, start studying for your A plus. I don't know how much you know about technology. Let me know, how much do you know about tech? How much experience do you have? If you have little to no experience in tech, A plus certification 100% is where to start. If you have a lot of experience about tech, you might still get your A plus. It might, the A plus will definitely help open doors to get you into the IT field. It is a very popular IT certification and a lot of employers look for it. If you just do a simple search on Indeed for the CompTIA A plus, you will see tons of listings that mention the CompTIA A plus. That is definitely a good certification to start off with. Um, Study material. If you don't have any money to invest on an online e-learning platform, um, Professor Messer, he's here on YouTube. He also does a monthly study group for the CompTIA A plus, and has a complete online free course for the CompTIA A plus. His material is great. I love it. For some people don't like it. If you're looking for a paid online e-learning platform, uh, my first recommendation's INE. I love the folks over at INE. They do great things. After that, there's really the rest are all kind of the same. CBT Nuggets, IT Pro TV, Pluralsight. There's affiliate links to some of those down in the description. Definitely go check those out. If you are a book learner, I have links to A plus books down in the description below. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions at all, any more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and let me know. Dakota has a video on getting started on his channel. A plus is definitely the entry level cert. Absolutely. Check out my channel. There is a video about top certifications to get and getting started in the field. A plus is definitely a great cert to start off with. I am an international student majoring in IT support specialist who needs an internship to complete your degree. But it's hard to get this internship because I don't have prior work experience. That frustrates me so much when I hear things like that, because an internship is designed to build that experience. You're not supposed to be this super knowledgeable, experienced person that goes into an internship. Internship is where you build experience. It's where people are supposed to be molded into these knowledgeable people. Interns are not supposed to know anything. They're supposed to be dumb, to put it bluntly. My advice to you is keep on researching. If you're having trouble getting into these internships, if you're having trouble getting calls and stuff, time to refresh your resume. My biggest advice to people who are applying for jobs or internships: if you are not getting callbacks, your resume sucks. Just to put it bluntly, if you're not getting any callbacks when you're applying for jobs or internships, your resume sucks. It's time to throw it in the garbage and start all over fresh. I have plenty of videos talking about resume skills and stuff. Go check them out. If you are getting phone calls and getting interviews, but you're not getting positions, you need to work on your resume or your interviewing skills. Once again, I've actually recently put out some videos about interviewing for jobs, and check those out. There's tons of videos on YouTube. I am not the subject matter expert. I have an opinion. I have knowledge. I'm not the best. There's other people out there. Find what works for you, but keep on. An internship is designed to build that experience. So keep on applying, and follow that advice I just gave. Here you go. Here's more. Would you advise me to do, or what would you advise me to do in order of the internship? Okay, I just answered that. You're currently studying for your A plus as well. Make sure you list that on your resume, because that is key. Getting through some of those HR screening filters that you're studying for your A plus. IT Pro TV helped me pass my A plus. Congratulations on passing your A plus. IT Pro TV is great. I used them for a while. I didn't vibe with some of their instructors. I'm not saying they're bad at all. I like IT Pro TV and I highly recommend them. Just it wasn't for me. If you keep getting turned down, or if you keep turning down positions, you need to look at yourself and what you are looking for in a career. Absolutely. If you guys have any more questions, make sure and drop them in the comments below. Anything IT related, certifications, if you have any questions, make sure and let me know. That was a joke. Sorry. Sorry about that. Anywho, if you have any questions at all, please make sure and put them in the comments and I will answer them. If you have any questions, if you're watching this on the replay, if you have any questions, make sure and put them in the comments and I will answer them. So Sorry, I was looking at some notifications coming through on my phone. But yeah, I love doing this. I love interacting with you guys. Um, it is so much fun. It is so enjoyable. Helping people really follow their dreams, follow their passions in the IT field. So, well, I don't see any more questions coming in. So I think we're going to wrap up this live stream. It was a great live stream. Like I said, if you're not already, make sure and subscribe. And definitely, if you like this video, if you got usefulness out of it, give it a thumbs up. It really helps it get discovered by the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. Uh, every Sunday, we do a live stream. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you receive notifications. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time. Oh, before I forget, definitely I think, yep, Stream Elements just dropped a link to our Discord. After the live stream, we will be over in the voice channel of our Discord server, so you can actually interact and talk with me and other Bearded IT Dad community members on Discord. So click that link that just dropped in the chat for the after party. Come and join us. It is a lot of fun. We tell great stories and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll see all of you over on our Discord server for the after party. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy.